Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Medved. We're going to be working on our first geography lesson in our fact files. So, what you need right now is a composition notebook, which was on your school supply list, and you need your large baggie of notes on there that look like we have this on the front. Okay, so you're going to need those, and I'll show you which ones you need. Okay, you're going to need this one. Focus. You're going to need this one. That's the title page. You're going to want this one that says Continents and Oceans. And you're going to want this world map. Okay? So, to start, get your composition notebook and go ahead and on the front you're going to write fact files. Okay, so write fact files on the front, and this is going to be what we're going to use for science and social studies. Okay, since this is a recording, if you need to pause it so you can get some things, go ahead and then pick right back up. So what we're going to do when we use our fact files inside, we're going to use both the front and the back of each page. So we always go to the next blank page, and by the next blank page I mean the next one or the back of one. So I'm going to start with my title page, and you're going to need a glue stick, and we're going to go ahead and put some glue on this. It was just like what we would do in class. A little bit of glue, you don't need a ton, and go ahead and glue that on this page, and that tells you that this next section coming up is World Geography and Geography of the Americas. So once you have that glued in, then you'll turn the page and you're going to go onto the back of the page we just used. We don't want to skip ones. Now, these geography notes, Mrs. Medved did them, and every year when I do them I forget that I need to switch them. So besides geography, the rest of our notes will be up and down and read side to side, but our geography notes are going to have to be glued in this way, and then when you study your notes you're going to need to turn your composition book to the side so you can read them. So you're going to get this set of notes, and you're going to put some glue on the back and go ahead and glue that in. So then when it's time to take notes, you'll need to turn your composition over. So now you have that glued in. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to glue in a map. Now the map is quite large, and if you try gluing it, let's see if I can get this a little further in so you can see. If you tried gluing this on in your paper, it wouldn't, or in your notebook, it wouldn't fit. So what we are going to do is we're going to make a little fold-out map. So you're going to take your map this way, and you're going to fold it over like this. So there is a fold right down the middle. And then we're just going to glue one side in, this one. So turn it over. I'm just going to put glue on the back of one side.
Monster Math presents Addition Below 10.
Glue that in
Okay,
here.
Class, let's begin.
And then
What
when
is
we're ready,
5 plus 3?
will open up
We
just
can
like
solve
this.
the problem.
And it'll stay nice and neat in your notebook. So if you need to pause here and get all of those things set up, go right ahead. And we're going to come back and
The
talk
world
about.
is split up into continents. There are 7 in all.
Okay,
And
so
if you
now we're
get
gonna
the
look
gist,
at
we're
our
gonna
lesson.
make a list from
We're talking
biggest
about
to small.
geography, which is where
They
things
are
located
Asia,
on the Earth.
Africa, North and South
On the Earth,
America,
we have
Antarctica,
7
Europe,
continents.
and finally
Continents
Australia,
are
Asia,
large,
Africa, North and
known
South America,
There are 7 of them.
Antarctica,
So in
Europe,
your
and
notes,
finally
you're
Australia.
going
Hey,
to
my name is Asia, and more than half of the world lives
You're
here,
going
but whatever.
to take your pencil
And I am
write
Africa with
in
desert for
here.
miles, and my
Earth
Nile is the
has
longest
the
river.
continents.
North
Earth
America, start
has
down in Panama, wide
7
open spaces all the way to Canada.
I'm South America with animals galore, where the rainforest grows, cause the rain really
Earth has
pours.
7 continents. Now this should be review. You've been working on geography, beginning of the year.
And I'm
kindergarten
Europe.
and first grade.
You're welcome
Hi,
for the
Zoom.
pasta, pizza,
We
waffles,
will be
and
continuing to do
fries.
that at the beginning of the year.
I am Australia, some call me Oceania.
So what
I
are
got
the
a lot of
names
islands, too many
of
to
the
explain to ya.
We are Asia,
So
Africa,
there are 7
North and
continents.
South
And
America,
when our
Antarctica,
name
Europe, and finally
like
Australia.
a continent with its name, it needs to be capitalized. So the first continent is already there for you. It is Asia. So the next continent is, the next one we're going to write down is Africa. So Africa is A, capital A, F, R, I, C, A. So we have Asia, we have Africa. Now the next 2 continents have 2 names to them. North America is A, M, E, R, I, C, A. Notice North is capitalized and America is capitalized. Then we have South America. South is capitalized and so is America in this word. So we have Asia, that's 1. Africa, that's 2. North America is 3. South America is 4. Then we have Antarctica. Antarctica. Then we have Australia. And the last one is Europe. Capital E, U, R, O, P, E. So here are our 7 continents, and we have Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, and Europe. Let's go ahead and head to Oop, that's an ad. Okay, so that is our 7 continents song. So before we move on, we're going to look at our world map, and we're going to label our continents. So if you'll open up your world map, and again, if I'm going a little quick, you can pause it and back up if you need to. So we're going to label our continents. So as I look at my map, I see the same thing I just saw in that video. I have Asia and Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, which is here, sorry, and Australia. And for some reason, my Australia line didn't print, so we're going to have to write that on there. So let's start with the first one, Asia. So Asia is capital A, S, I, A. Asia. Then we have Africa, capital A, F, R, I, C, A. Do your best with your handwriting. Then we have North, capital N, O, R, T, H, and America, capital A, M, E, R, I, C, A. Then, so we have North and South America.
Where are
So
you going,
South
Moby?
is S, O, U,
You're going on a trip around the world? Where are you going first?
South.
What are
That word only
continents
has 3
and
sounds.
oceans?
Ow.
A continent
And then
is one of the
America.
large land masses on Earth. The continents are North America, South America, Africa,
Down
Europe,
here at the bottom,
Asia,
looks like it's
Australia,
really big, but
and
it's really not that
Antarctica.
big, because it just goes around.
Most of
It's
the
like
continents are
rounded
separated by
continent
oceans.
that's just right at the very bottom of
An
the earth.
ocean is a very
Ant.
large body of
So
water.
A-N-T,
The Arctic Ocean is in the
Ant.
far north. The Pacific Ocean is west of North and South America
R.
and east of Asia. The Atlantic Ocean is east
we
of
have
North and South America and west of Africa and Europe. The Indian Ocean is below Asia, between Africa and Australia.
Ant,
The
R.
Southern Ocean surrounds Antarctica. Throughout the world, there are also seas, which
And
are
then
smaller
over
bodies
up
of
here,
water.
above Africa, next
We
to
live
Asia,
on
we
the
have
continent of North America.
E, U,
What is North America like?
R,
The United States of America,
P,
Canada, and Mexico are
T.
all countries in North America. Central America is the long,
and
narrow
then
part
down
of North
here on the
America
small
that
continent,
connects to
if you
South
want to
America.
draw a line, you can.
North America has many
helps
plains, which
But
are
if not, you
wide,
just
flat
write it.
lands that often have rich soil.
U,
The
S,
Great Plains covers parts of the
T,
United States and Canada.
R, A,
The Rocky Mountains are the longest
L,
mountain range in North America.
I,
They
A.
stretch from the southern part of
Australia.
British Columbia in
So
Canada
those are
all the way
7
down to New
continents.
Mexico
Asia,
and the United States.
Africa, North
Some
America,
people
South
consider North America and
Antarctica,
South America to be
Europe,
part of the same
and Australia.
continent. What is South America like?
So there
The
is-
equator
okay,
is an
go back for our
imaginary
next
line
book.
that goes around the
So
middle
we
of
have
the
7
Earth.
continents on Earth.
Most of South America lies in the southern hemisphere, which is the area below the equator.
And now we're going to look
The
at how
Amazon
many oceans
rainforest
we
is in
have.
South
Now,
America,
guys,
and it's the
some
largest
people don't
tropical
agree
rainforest
about
in the
how many
world.
oceans we have. But for our
The Andes
purposes
Mountains of
and for
South
core knowledge
America
purposes,
make up the longest
we're going
mountain
to
range in the
recognize
world.
4 oceans.
The Andes
So,
mountain range goes through 7
Here it
countries.
says
What is Africa like?
So Earth has 4 oceans.
Parts
And
of
you'll write
Africa
that in
are
your
in the
notes.
northern
They
hemisphere,
are the
and other
Pacific
parts are
Ocean,
in the southern hemisphere.
Atlantic Ocean,
Africa
Indian
also spans
Ocean,
across the
and
eastern
Arctic
hemisphere
Ocean.
and the western
Now,
hemisphere.
some people
The
also
Sahara
recognize
Desert is in
an ocean
Africa,
that's just
and it's the largest in the world.
Antarctica,
It's almost as big
called
as
the
the United
Southern Ocean.
States.
And I believe you'll hear that in this video. we're gonna
Africa
watch
is
in a
home to
minute.
some really
For our
amazing
purposes,
animals,
we are going
and
to
some are
talk
only
about
found in the
7
wild on this
continents on
continent.
Earth and
The
the
Nile
4
River is
oceans
in
on
Africa,
Earth.
and it's the longest river in the world.
So let's
What is
go
Europe
ahead
like?
and check out.
There are about 50 countries in Europe, but 27 of them have come together to form the European Union and share resources. The Alps are a mountain range that stretches across part of Europe. In northern Europe, there are fjords, which are long, narrow inlets with steep sides. They're created by glaciers, which are large, slow-moving bodies of ice. Some people consider Europe and Asia to be part of the same continent. What is Asia like? Asia is the largest continent on Earth. It also has the most people. Over half of the world's population lives in Asia. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world, and it's on the border between Nepal and Tibet. The Great Wall of China is one of the longest structures ever built by people. It's about 4,000 miles long. India is in South Asia, and it's above the Indian Ocean. India has 22 official languages, but there are hundreds of different languages spoken there. What is Australia like? Australia is the smallest continent. It's entirely in the southern hemisphere, so people call Australia the land down under. The Australian outback is a large, dry area that is far from cities. But all of Australia isn't hot and dry. There are also rainforests on the continent. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the largest reef system in the whole world. Australia is the only continent that's also a country. What is Antarctica like? Antarctica is the southernmost continent. The South Pole is in Antarctica. The whole continent is a cold and windy place, and it's frozen in ice all year long. No one lives there all year round, but scientists visit to study the area. Anyway, Moby, where's the first stop on your trip? The cafeteria.
So let's fill in our notes now. So Earth has how many oceans? We learned that Earth has 4 oceans. But we also learned that some people say there's 5 oceans. But we're going to learn 4. They are the, we're going to write Pacific, capital P, A, C, I, F, I, C. So P-A-C, I-F-I-C. And notice ocean also has a capital letter. That's because it's part of its name. The ocean's name is not Pacific. It is Pacific Ocean, kind of like its first name and its last name. Another ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. And again, Atlantic starts with a capital A and ocean starts with a capital O because it's like its first and last name. Then we have Indian, its last name is Ocean, capital O, C, E, A, N. And Arctic Ocean. So that's the 4 names of the oceans. If you need to pause here, you can and get everything written down. And then we're going to go to our map and we're going to label our oceans. Now, one thing that you need to remember is that the Earth is what shape? It's round. It's called a sphere. A sphere is like a ball, a round object you can hold in your hands and it rolls. So when this Earth, when this map is wrapped around the Earth, this ocean here and this ocean here are actually the same ocean. They're not 2 separate oceans. It's like we took the globe and we took some scissors and cut this map off of it, unwrapped it, and laid it out, whereas these 2 sides would meet if we wrapped it around the sphere. So here we have Pacific Ocean, and we're going to capitalize the O. And over here we have Pacific Ocean. Not that they're separate, but that our map just shows it cut in half so we could make a flat map out of a not flat globe. And again, if you need to pause this anytime, go right ahead. Then we have the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean, we're going to hear an awful lot about this here. The Atlantic Ocean is the ocean the colonists crossed in order to come to North America. And we're going to specifically be talking about this country, which is in Europe, and it's Great Britain or England, which is part of it. So this ocean is really important. Atlantic Ocean. Up here, it's very cold. This is the Arctic Ocean. And then over here, this little piece of land that sticks out right here, this is India. And as a matter of fact, we're going to be talking about India and the country next to it, which is China. You can't see the borders. We're going to be talking about both of these countries in our, let's see, a couple of more units. But anyhow, this is India, and this is the Indian Ocean. Okay, so the very last thing in your assignment is to color your map. Now you're going to color the 7 continents, Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. And you can color them any color you'd like, but you have 2 rules. First of all, you may not use blue to color the continents. Why don't we use blue? Well, blue is reserved for something else on our map, correct? Okay, so you may not use blue to color the continents, okay? And you must be neat, very neat. So you have to take your time and color in very neatly so that you can see the edges of the continents. Then when you're done, you're going to pick out a blue and you're going to color the oceans blue, and that shows that it's water. If you'd like to leave Antarctica white, that is fine. That's traditionally white on maps. All right, boys and girls, now you have your first set of notes done. Your job, once you've finished this map, is to study this map and learn these places, memorize where they go, and study your notes so that you remember how many continents there are and their names, and how many oceans there are and their names, okay? Because this will be on a test you're going to be given. All right? So, if you have any questions about this, go ahead and email me. Otherwise, have a good day.